Welcome back and welcome to Prashanti. This is written, directed and presented here by a gracious lady who is an artist. You usually see her art form displayed in her segment called Utsav. Utsav is cited in Salam India on Saturdays at 12 noon. For now, Nalini ji has a wealth of information on Bhagwan, Guru, Satya Sai Baba. And of course, Sai Baba ji's poetry skills is the subject matter. Let's take a look.
Sadananda Rupam Advaitam Satyam Sivam Sundaram.
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome brothers and sisters, this is Nalini. In our previous episode, we brought you the incident of how Satya's poem on Balabhaskara, the Ayurvedic medicine, helped the storekeeper Kotte Subbarna market his product. Baba's extraordinary talent in writing poems with his omniscient knowledge of events happening all over the globe is the focus of Prashanti today. Satya would often be seen sitting in the temples of Bukkapatnam or even in the classroom engrossed in writing poetry.
Many times Swami would start from home but would not go to the school because Swami would very absent-mindedly apparently walk into one of these temples like this one. This is a Chaudamma temple, which is even to this day it is there if you go to Bukkapatnam. Swami would go to some silent shrines like this, sit there, either sit contemplatively or Swami would sit and write poems in padyams. Because as we explained, Swami had already started the Pandhari Bhajan group. After coming back to Bukkapatnam, he's revived that Pandhari Bhajan group in Bukkapatnam. So a lot of time Swami would spend, in fact even in the classes, Swami would sit and write some of these songs and bhajans and make copies of them because he has to distribute it among the students. So many a times during this Bukkapatnam days, Swami would go into some of these shrines. This is another temple, Hanuman temple in Bukkapatnam. These were two temples which are popular for these reveries of Swami.
Since Satya was living in the remote village of Puttaparthi, one would imagine that his poetry would be confined to Parthi, which was but a tiny village. To get an idea of how small Puttaparthi was and how Baba would literally stretch the very boundaries of Parthi during Dasara processions, let us watch this clip from one of the most revered devotees of Baba, Srimati Vijayamma.
ఆ పత్తి అంతా 4 రౌండ్లు కొట్టినా 15 నిమిషాలకు పైన ఎక్కువ కాలేదు. ఎన్ని మాటలు తిరిగి 3 సందులు కట్టి అంత ఎక్కువ లేదు. రెండే రోడ్లు ఉన్నమాట. మళ్ళీ 4 మాటలు తిరిగి వచ్చా, 4 మాటలు నిదానంగా తిరిగి వస్తే కూడా 20 నిమిషాలు మించిపోతే అర్ధగంట అయ్యేదన్నమాట. మరి ఎందుకు రాత్రి ఇంత పొడిగిస్తూ ఉన్నారు, ఎందుకు తెలియంటే అది ఆయన యొక్క లీల అన్నమాట. ఆ యొక్క ఆనందాన్ని మనకు ఆ భాగ్యాన్ని ప్రసాదించాలని చెప్పి హనుమంతుని తోగలాగా పెంచేస్తారేమో, రోడ్డు తిరిగిన చోట తిరుగుతున్నామో ఏమో ఏమీ తెలియటం లేదు.
Baba transcended time and space. Thus, it was not surprising that he would write poetry on international events. It was the 1940s and the Second World War was raging. The rest of the world was always bombarded with news of Hitler, Stalin, the Allies and the enemies, but Puttaparthi, being a small speck on the world map, had no access to the latest news. It was of course not the time of internet or iPhones showing the world in our palm. During those days, by the time newspapers reached remote village, the news would be hopelessly stale. Yet the people of Puttaparthi were familiar with international events.
People were amazed because not only was he poetic, where is this boy getting all his information from? In his lullaby that again Swami has sung many times in discourses, Swami would speak about Stalin's Red Armies, how Hitler is getting defeated on the battlefront in Russia. You know, those days there was not even daily newspapers. You would get 3-day-old news, 4-day-old news. In such time, how was this boy getting instantaneous news that none of us are aware about?
The villagers were wonderstruck. Satya is just a small boy. How can he know all about Hitler and Stalin, names that he has no way of knowing? Baba was omniscient. He knew everything. Not even the sound of footsteps of an ant escaped his attention. Baba himself declared in a discourse, "There is nothing that Sai does not know." Yet Baba would ask his devotees, feigning innocence, "What is your name? Where did you come from?" Baba says, "I pretend that I do not know. I'll ask, when did you come? People may think, alas, doesn't Sai Baba know when I came? I know, but I ask a question to give you happiness. Devotees would be delighted if I spoke even a few words with them." Baba never let up an opportunity to shower love and happiness on his devotees. We end today's Prashanti with the humorous clip of Baba with his devotees in his interview room, where he would pick a chosen few to talk to. Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
What is your name?
Bill.
Huh?
Bill.
Bill.
Yes. Yes.
Bill means accounts, auditing and bill. Accounts and auditing bill.